Good morning, everyone. I'm Jake Turner, and this is my PowerPoint analyzing Giles Turner Septic Service. So, what is Giles Turner Septic? Well, Giles Turner Septic is a small business located in Carrollton. Where we stay local most of the time, but we do venture out to Douglasville sometimes, Franklin, Bremen, Buchanan, Tallapoosa, sometimes even Cedartown, and sometimes we even go to like Woodland, Alabama, Ranburne, stuff like that. So, but most of the time we do stay local in Carrollton. Giles Turner provides multiple services. We do installations of septic systems. I actually did one of those yesterday. We put in a new septic system, a new tank, and 130 foot of drain lines. We pump out septic tanks. We have two trucks currently that uh, two crews that go out and pump out tanks Monday through Friday. We install sewer lines. We repair sewer lines. So if your sewer line from your house to your tank is crushed or broken or anything, we dig that up and we can repair those as well. We also jet sewer lines, so we have this machine. We just call it a jet machine. And basically, if you have a clog, if it's stopped up, like if you've been flushing baby wipes or pouring grease down your drain, your sewer line gets stopped up. So we stick this machine up there, and it squirts water at an extremely high, pressure rate, and it will unstop it. It'll push it into the septic tank and get it cleaned out where you can use the toilet again. And we do other small stuff. We the other day we put in some drain lines without a septic tank. Um, Yesterday my buddy he pulled up a stump. We just do a bunch of other random stuff. Giles Turner Septic is actually owned by Randon Turner, and Randon is actually my father. Giles Turner Septic Randon is the third generation owner. So his dad owned it before he did, my grandfather. And then before that, my grandfather's father-in-law owned the business, Papa Giles. So it was Papa Giles, and then it was my grandfather. Now my dad owns it, and hopefully one day I will own the business as well. Um, one factor that's impacting the performance of our organization is inflation. As you know, we've been experiencing inflation the last couple of years, and that means everything around us is increasing in price. So in order for us to continue to make a profit, that means we have to increase our price as well. We don't really want to because we try to be, the cheapest in town and the most affordable, but it's hard when everything else is rising above you and that's diminishing your profit. You have to make money to stay afloat. So we did have to raise prices slightly, but we still are among the cheapest around here that you can find, and we provide great quality work. Another factor that's impacting our organization is our identity, the light we have cast upon us. So Giles Turner has a very positive identity and image in the public. Just yesterday, the job we were doing yesterday, I was talking to the homeowners while my partner was covering up the job site with dirt with his excavator, and we were just talking about the business, and he said, "Yeah, you guys are the guys that everybody recommends." He said everyone I talked to said Giles Turner, Giles Turner. So we have a very positive image throughout the county because we're regarded as the top choice for septic services and the other services we provide in Carroll County. Uh, because not only are we affordable and we don't rip people off, but we do good work. Like we're not we're cheap, but we don't do cheap work, if that makes sense. If we're gonna do something, we try to do it the right way. And another factor, the third factor that's impacting the performance of our organization is safety. There have been times where we've showed up to job sites and either the job was not safe or we did not feel safe as individuals to do the job, whether it's a bad part of town or something about the job site is a safety risk, then we don't do it. Like, and another example is like working during a thunderstorm. We're not going to do that. For one, it's unsafe, and two, it creates a muddy mess for us to deal with while we're out working, and it makes everything harder. Um, but I remember maybe a couple months ago, we were at a job, and my dad showed up to the job, and it was not a good part of town. And my dad said, my dad was basically like, "Look, I don't feel comfortable here. I know y'all boys don't feel comfortable here. Let's leave." And so safety is something we take very seriously here. One business action that could improve our services is advertising. My dad does not advertise at all for the business. And yeah, like word of mouth is your best advertisement. But um, a radio ad, I think, would be our best bet because I listen to the radio sometimes, like when we're driving in the truck for work, like going to the next job, and I'm listening to all these ads, and I'm like, if we just had like a 15, maybe 30-second ad, we would it would increase our business so much. Like we have more than enough business. Like we're not hurting for business, but I'm just trying to maximize our potential. You know what I'm saying? So if we just had one advertisement, I believe it would help us tremendously because we've never done any advertisement for the business. And I just think that that's, self-sabotage in a way. Another business action that would improve our services is rebranding. So our pump trucks have some sort of branding on them. One of them says Turner. The business's name is Jiles Turner. One of them just says Turner. The other one says Jiles Turner Septic, but the letters are faded and they're in different fonts and different sizes. It just looks, unprofessional. So our pump trucks need to be fully rebranded. We need to pick out a certain color to paint all of them the same, and we need a certain size font and a certain size and a certain font to make all of the letters the same and just make it look clean and professional. No one wants to see an unprofessional looking vehicle coming from a business. And as for our other trucks, um, like our non-pump truck vehicles, just like a pickup truck that we use or something, we can get a sticker like on the side of those as well. We also need a we also need our phone numbers or the phone number on the trucks. So a lot of people have my dad's cell phone number, and he doesn't like when people call his cell phone number because it uh it just drives him crazy, and they call him after hours and everything. So we need to be pushing our office number out there. So that's the number that everyone will start calling. We also need a slogan to go on these vehicles, some catchy phrase or something that will strike people and that they will remember. And then, even if they don't remember the number or something, they can Google our name and find the number. We just need a complete overhaul of branding. And the last business action to improve our services would be a time clock. So currently in the company, not everybody gets paid by the hour, but the employees that do get paid by the hour, including myself, are trusted from Randon to keep up with their own hours and not to lie about it, which I think it's I think it shows trust that he allows us to do that. But I also think it's a risky business, and that's, skating on thin ice with hot blades. Because last year we actually did have an employee who got caught lying repeatedly about his hours, and my dad actually let him go because you don't want someone working for you that you can't trust. Um, but I will say he wouldn't have been able to lie about his hours if we had, just a time clock where you punch in the morning, you punch out when you get back to the shop. Our employees may not like it, but it will ensure that everyone gets paid fairly, and there's no there's no issue of trust there. It's all just, kept clean and simple. And in conclusion, Randon does an effective and profitable job managing Giles Turner Septic. There's some areas where he struggles and he lags. He's not the most technologically advanced. He's not the most up to date on really anything. But his old school ways and his hard work and dedication has led to the business booming the way it's never boomed before. We have more employees, I think, than we've ever had. We're doing so much business every day, and it's a great thing. But there are some areas that need to be overhauled. But that's my presentation, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you.